Beloved, I'm Dolores Carpenter, and this is your Heritage Moment 37, Labor Day. Asa Phillip Randolph has been called the architect of Black mass pressure on the federal government. Randolph, born in 1889, was raised in Jacksonville, Florida, where he and his brother James attended the Cookman Institute, and he was valedictorian of the class of 1907. In 1910, Randolph joined the Socialist Party of America. He shunned moderate reform and racial integration, emphasizing instead socialism and unionism. He moved to New York City in 1911 to become an actor. And in 1913, he courted and married Mrs. Lucille Campbell Green, a widow, Howard University graduate, and entrepreneur who shared his socialist politics. Shortly after marriage, he helped organize the Shakespearean Society in Harlem, in which he played the roles of Hamlet, Othello, and Romeo, among others. In 1917, A. Phillip Randolph and Chandler Owen founded The Messenger. It was a radical monthly magazine which campaigned against lynching, opposed United States participation in World War I, urged African Americans to resist being drafted to fight for an integrated society, and recommended they join radical unions. The same year, Randolph organized a union of elevator operators in New York City. In 1919, he became president of the National Brotherhood of Workers of America, a union of African American shipyard and dock workers in Tidewater, Virginia. After this union dissolved, Randolph organized the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. After years of bitter struggle, the Pullman Company agreed to a contract with them in 1937. This gained employees pay increases, a shorter work week, and overtime pay. A. Phillip Randolph planned a nonviolent mass March on Washington, to protest Blacks' exclusion from World War II defense jobs and New Deal programs. But a day before that event, in 1941, President Franklin D. Roosevelt met with Randolph and agreed to issue Executive Order 8802, forbidding discrimination against workers in defense industries and government. In return, Randolph called off the planned march. After the war, Randolph pressured President Harry S. Truman to issue Executive Order 9981 in 1948, ending segregation in the armed forces. And in 1963, Randolph was the coordinator of the famous March on Washington, at which Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech. African Americans are a noble people, anointed by God, to promote jobs and economic equity for all. Remember, don't worship without your heritage moment.